I'm not complaining. I have no idea what's going on, but I'm in the Atlanta airport and it's empty. It's like no one in here. I'm shocked. Apparently, this is the busiest airport in the world. I believe that. I've been here 1,000 times. But today, it's not busy at all. So much negative space.
We're going to continue with our tourism plummeting in America. Today, we're talking about airlines and why they are empty. I have three reasons why I think that's contributing to airlines being empty across United States. One, fear of these planes are having a lot of mechanical issues. Two, travel bans or potential travel bans from a dozen or so countries Trump is threatening. And three, people just do not have the funds.
Why do the airplanes keep crashing? For context, I am an AMP, or an airframe and power plant mechanic, which means I work on airplanes. I work for PSA Airlines, which is a subsidiary of American Airlines. Our plane is the plane that crashed into the helicopter in DC. Now, there's a couple theories that I have for my measly point of view. One, there's not actually that many more planes crashing. The fact that we had one airplane crash and that it's in the news, the more smaller accidents and accidents involving small airplanes, which are fairly common, will enter the news. Small private aircraft, they actually kind of crash all the time, just because, it's random people that do it as their personal airplane. They don't get kept up with enough. And plus, it's just like a random guy. It's like a car accident. It is tragic, but they happen fairly often. Now, with like the plane that caught fire, the United plane, I believe it was, stuff like that happens more often than you would think. It's not as big a deal as you think either. Airplanes are built to where there's a lot of checks and balances. There's a lot of different systems. If one system goes down, another one will take over. An airplane could lose an entire engine. We'll make an emergency landing just fine with the other engine. They're designed that way. Hydraulics, pneumatics, every system has a backup. Now, another problem that the aviation industry has is that everyone is short-staffed. When COVID came around, people weren't flying as much. A lot of people quit and moved to a different industry, and they retired a lot of the more senior mechanics, pilots, and flight attendants. With that, we now are back to full capacity for flights, but we have less people and less experienced people fulfilling those jobs. Those are just a couple theories. There's probably other things that go into it. It's not because there's cutbacks in the FAA. They really don't do that much. And yeah, like I said, it's just my opinion. Take it with a grain of salt. And if you want a concealed carry in sweatpants, gym shorts, or leggings, and go to casuallytactical.com. I'm about to do a Valentine's Day sale. Thank you.
Good insight from an aircraft mechanic, and I actually do believe him. I do believe there's not all of a sudden more planes crashing. It's being more publicized on the news, especially once you had that one big crash with the helicopter and the airplane. Now, media and news outlets start to pick up on every little plane crash, and it creates a sense of panic, and it makes people think that all of a sudden all these planes are crashing. He brought up another good point, which I agree with as well, as there's not enough aircraft mechanics on these planes, so that could be contributing to them not having the proper upkeep, not having the proper maintenance, which could contribute to mechanical failures as well.
News. Trump is considering adding 36 new countries to the travel ban. Currently, we have 19 countries that are banned from traveling to the United States. 36 are being added very soon. A memo signed today by Secretary Rubio details which countries are going to be included. 25 countries in Africa, including Egypt, Gabon, Ethiopia, Ghana, Nigeria, Tanzania, and all these countries here. Also Bhutan, Cambodia, Kyrgyzstan, Syria, and 3 countries in Oceania: Tonga, Tuvalu, and Vanuatu. But there is a caveat. If these countries will accept third country nationals that are being deported from the United States, they might be removed from this list. They have 60 days to fix certain things about their vetting procedures, otherwise they'll be banned. If you're from any of these countries and about to apply for a visa, do it now before the ban. And follow me for daily updates just like this one.
Then we have potential travel bans from 36 countries. Again, this coupled with lost my train of thought. This coupled with the fact that people are scared to fly due to a perceived notion of more plane crashes and potential travel bans, I think it's all contributing to what we're seeing now, and people reporting that these airlines across America are barren.
Hey guys, I'm here in the Orlando airport and there's not a single soul in here. Guys, airports are 24/7. I don't think you have ever seen this in Orlando. This is like one of the most busiest. Oh my God, look at this. I could show you down the hallway. Nobody, guys. I have never seen this before in my life. Look at this, the tram, not a single soul. Guys, this is scary. Anyways, guys, I just thought I'd tell you, this is one of the most busiest airports because of Disney, obviously, right? Disney. Guys, there's nobody in here. Everything is closed down. What's going on? This is the first time I've ever seen this in my life. Guys, let me know in the comments if you ever seen the Orlando airport, Orlando, this dead before. Guys, this is scary. Anyways, guys, I am filming this. Look at this. Look at the tram. Not a single soul. Guys, there's nobody waiting in the hallways. There's nobody in the restaurants. Everything is closed. I don't know, guys. I'm kind of scared. I gotta go. All right, bye.
All right, I'm gonna have to call Cap on this one. He's probably recording this probably in the wee hours of the morning, 2, 3 o'clock. One thing that stuck out to me in the video is I noticed that the Starbucks was closed. Now, if I mean, usually Starbucks is usually always open. So the fact that Starbucks is closed, along with seeing these tarps on these kiosk businesses, kind of gives me lets me key in on the fact that this is probably maybe 2, 3 o'clock in the morning when there's not really a lot of people in the airport anyway. So again, this just might be a little. I might have to call Cap on this one.
We've all been hearing how the economy is crashing. And yeah, I knew it, but I get up, I go to work, I do my thing. But I traveled to a conference last night, and I gotta tell you, it was an eye-opening experience in the airports. You think about big airports like Chicago or Grand Rapids, Michigan, they're usually just buzzing. And so I want to show you what I saw on my trip. And mind you, it wasn't an overnight thing. It was during the day, during the evening. It should have been a very busy time. Watch this. I have never seen the Chicago airport this empty before. And now here's Grand Rapids Airport. There are a few people meandering around, but it's pretty empty too.
So there you have it. Airports across the country are down. Tourism is plummeting. We talked about Vegas on this channel. We talked about Disney yesterday. Now we're talking about these airports. Let me know in the comments below what you're seeing in your city at your local airport. I look forward to hearing from you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.